The tuxedo hung in the closet like a ghost from another era, its black fabric crisp and untouched since the day Xylo's father walked out the door 15 years ago. Xylo, now 17, stared at it, his heart pounding as he traced the lapels with trembling fingers, wondering if wearing it to prom would summon memories he'd long buried. But tonight was about claiming his truth, and as he slipped it on, the mirror reflected not just a boy in formal wear, but a young man ready to face a world that had never fully accepted him. Growing up in the suburbs of Chicago, Xylo Thompson had always felt like an outsider. His mother, Elena, a devout Catholic nurse, raised him single-handedly after his father, Michael, vanished one rainy autumn night when Xylo was just 2. The story Elena told was simple. Michael couldn't handle the responsibility, packed a bag, and left without a goodbye. But whispers from relatives hinted at deeper rifts, arguments about Michael's unnatural friends, his late nights at bars downtown. Xylo pieced it together over the years, realizing his father's departure might have been tied to secrets Elena refused to acknowledge. As a kid, Xylo played with dolls more than trucks, preferred art class to sports, and by middle school he knew why the boys in his class made his stomach flutter in ways the girls never did. High school amplified everything. Ridgewood High was a microcosm of American suburbia. Football Fridays, pep rallies, and a social hierarchy that crushed anyone who didn't fit the mold. Xylo kept his head down, excelling in theater and literature, but the bullying started freshman year. Fairy boy. They'd sneer in the hallways, shoving him against lockers. His mother dismissed it as boys being boys, urging him to pray harder at church. But prayer didn't stop the ache inside, the loneliness that gnawed at him until he met Jordan Reyes in sophomore English. Jordan was everything Xylo wasn't. Confident, athletic, with sun-kissed skin from his Mexican-American heritage, and a smile that lit up the room. They bonded over Shakespeare, debating Hamlet's indecision late into the night via text. Jordan came out to Xylo first during a study session in the library, his voice barely above a whisper. "I like guys, Xylo. Really like them." Xylo's response was a flood of relief. "Me too." Their friendship blossomed into something more, stolen kisses behind the bleachers, hands brushing under desks. But keeping its secret weighed on them, especially with Jordan's conservative family and Xylo's mother's unyielding faith. As prom approached, the idea struck Xylo like lightning. He'd wear his father's old tuxedo, a relic Elena had kept for reasons she never explained. "It's too nice to throw away," she'd say, her eyes distant. Xylo saw it as a symbol, reclaiming what was left behind, turning abandonment into armor. Jordan loved the idea. "You'll look dashing," he teased, helping Xylo try it on. The fit was perfect, as if tailored for this moment. But Elena's reaction was ice-cold. "That thing? It's bad luck, Xylo. Your father wore it to our wedding." She paused, her voice cracking. "And look how that turned out." The night before prom, tension boiled over at dinner. Elena found a prom ticket stub with Jordan's name scribbled on the back. "Who's this girl?" she asked innocently. Xylo froze, then decided it was time. "Jordan's a guy, Mom, and he's my date." The fork clattered to the plate. Elena's face paled. "What are you saying? This is a phase, Xylo. God doesn't make mistakes, but the devil tempts us." She quoted Bible verses, her words sharp as knives. Xylo argued back, tears streaming. "This is who I am. Dad left because he couldn't be himself. Maybe that's why." Elena slapped the table. "Don't you dare speak of him. He was weak, sinful. You're not like that." The fight ended with Xylo storming to his room, the tuxedo mocking him from the hanger. Prom night arrived under a clear May sky. Xylo adjusted the bow tie, his reflection steady despite the nerves. Jordan picked him up in his beat-up Honda, looking sharp in a rented suit. "You clean up nice, Thompson," Jordan grinned, leaning in for a quick kiss before Elena could see. The gym was transformed. Twinkling lights, thumping bass, clusters of teens in gowns and tuxes. For the first time, Xylo felt seen, not as the weird kid, but as part of something bigger. They danced awkwardly at first, then freely, ignoring the stares from football jocks and cheerleaders. Midway through the evening, during a slow song, Jordan pulled Xylo close. "I'm proud of you," he whispered. Xylo's heart swelled, but a commotion at the entrance shattered the moment. A man in his 40s, disheveled but familiar, argued with the chaperone. Xylo's blood ran cold. It was Michael, his father, holding a faded photo, scanning the crowd. Their eyes met across the room, and time stopped. Michael Thompson looked older than Xylo remembered from the few photos Elena kept hidden. Gray streaks in his hair, lines etched around his eyes from years of regret. He wore a simple jacket over jeans, nothing like the polished man in wedding pictures. The chaperone relented, and Michael approached hesitantly, weaving through dancing couples. Xylo gripped Jordan's hand tighter. "That's him," he murmured. Jordan's eyes widened. "Your dad? Here." The music faded as Michael reached them. "Xylo? Is that really you?" His voice was rough, laced with emotion. Xylo nodded, words failing him. The tuxedo suddenly felt heavier, a bridge between past and present. "What are you doing here?" Xylo finally managed, his tone a mix of anger and curiosity. Michael glanced at Jordan, then back. "I saw a post online, your school's prom page. Someone tagged a photo of you in that tux." "My tux. I had to come." They stepped outside to the parking lot, the cool night air a stark contrast to the gym's warmth. Jordan hung back, giving them space but staying close. Michael explained haltingly. He'd left because he couldn't live a lie anymore. "I was gay, Xylo. Your mom knew deep down, but we married young, thinking we could change. When you were born, I tried to stay, but the guilt. I thought you'd be better off without me." Xylo's mind reeled. All those years blaming himself, thinking he was the reason. "You just left? No calls, no letters." Michael pulled out an envelope from his pocket, yellowed with age. "I wrote these but never sent them. I was afraid Elena would keep you from me." Inside were letters, dozens, chronicling Michael's life post-departure. Moving to San Francisco, finding a community, but always missing his son. One detailed his coming out, the freedom mingled with sorrow. Xylo skimmed them under the streetlight, tears blurring the ink. "Why now?" he asked. The conversation turned raw. Michael admitted to following Xylo from afar, social media glimpses, school newsletters. "When I saw you in my tux with him," he nodded toward Jordan, "it hit me. You're living the life I couldn't. Brave, open." But Xylo wasn't ready for forgiveness. "Brave? I grew up without a dad. Mom raised me alone, hating what she suspected in me because of you." Michael winced. "I know. I was a coward. Society back then. It wasn't like today." Jordan joined them, introducing himself politely. "Xylo talks about you sometimes. Wonders." Michael smiled faintly. "You're good for him." The moment eased some tension, but back inside, whispers spread. Classmates pointed. "That's Xylo's dad? The one who ditched." A group of guys from the wrestling team approached, smirking. "So the apple doesn't fall far, huh? Two fags in the family." Jordan stepped forward, but Xylo held him back. "Ignore them," he said, though his fists clenched. The night escalated when Principal Hargrove pulled Xylo aside. "We've had complaints about public displays." Xylo's face burned. "You mean dancing with my boyfriend? Straight couples do worse." Hargrove shifted uncomfortably. "It's a family event. Parents are concerned." Michael overheard and intervened. "Concerned about what? Love?" The principal backed off, but the damage was done. Elena arrived soon after, summoned by a frantic call from a friend's mom. "What is this?" she demanded, eyeing Michael like a specter. The confrontation in the hallway was explosive. Elena accused Michael of corrupting Xylo. "You show up now, after all these years, to parade your sin." Michael stood his ground. "Our son is gay, Elena. Like me. Denying it won't change that." Xylo defended himself. "Mom, this is who I am. Jordan makes me happy." Elena's eyes filled with tears. "I raised you better. The church says." Jordan interrupted gently. "Mrs. Thompson, Love isn't a sin. As the prom wound down, Xylo felt a whirlwind of emotions. Betrayal from his past, hope from his father's return, and fear of losing his mother. Driving home with Jordan, silence hung heavy. "Do you think she'll come around?" Jordan asked. Xylo shrugged. "I don't know, but seeing Dad, it changes everything." Back home, Elena waited, the letters spread on the table. "Read them," Xylo urged. She did, her expression softening slightly. "He loved you," she admitted, "in his way." But the real storm brewed online. Photos from prom circulated, Xylo and Jordan dancing, Michael in the background. Hashtags like gay prom drama trended locally, drawing both support and hate. Xylo's inbox filled with messages. Encouragement from LGBTQ+ groups, vitriol from anonymous trolls. One particularly vicious post from a classmate's parent. "No place for that in our schools." Indoctrination. It sparked a school board debate, with petitions to ban same-sex dates at events. Xylo navigated the fallout, leaning on Jordan and, tentatively, Michael. They met for coffee the next week, father and son rebuilding brick by brick. Michael shared stories of his life. Activism in the 90s, losses to AIDS, finding a partner who passed away. "I didn't want that pain for you," he said. Xylo opened up about his struggles. Therapy sessions Elena forced him into, thinking it was conversion. The revelations bonded them, but also highlighted the generational divide. Michael's era of silence versus Xylo's push for visibility. As summer loomed, the controversy intensified. Ridgewood High's administration faced pressure from conservative parents demanding traditional values policies. At a heated PTA meeting, Elena surprised everyone by speaking up. "My son is a good boy," she said, voice steady. "I may not understand everything, but he's my blood." It wasn't full acceptance, but a crack in her armor. Michael attended too, offering his perspective. "Hiding who I was tore my family apart. Don't let fear do the same to yours." Xylo and Jordan became unwitting symbols. Local news picked up the story. Father's return sparks debate at prom. Interviews followed, with Xylo articulating his journey. "Wearing my dad's tux was about honoring my roots, even the broken ones." Support poured in, donations to LGBTQ+ youth centers, messages from out teens nationwide. But backlash was fierce. Vandalism on Jordan's car, slurs spray-painted. Jordan's parents, devout evangelicals, grounded him, forbidding contact with Xylo. "This is against God's plan," his father thundered. The separation tested their relationship. Sneaked calls turned desperate. "I can't lose you," Xylo whispered one night. Jordan replied, "We fight for this." Michael stepped in as a mentor, sharing resources from his San Francisco days, support groups, legal aid. "Love wins, but it takes work," he advised. Xylo visited Michael's modest apartment, poring over old photos. One showed Michael at a pride parade in the 80s, rainbow flag aloft. "You were brave too," Xylo said. Michael shook his head. "Not brave enough to stay." Elena's evolution was slower. Family therapy sessions revealed buried truths. Her own brother's suicide, suspected gay but never confirmed. "I blamed the lifestyle," she confessed. Xylo hugged her. "It's not a lifestyle, Mom. It's life." Gradually, she attended a PFLAG meeting with Michael. The two ex-spouses united for their son. Awkward at first, it fostered understanding. "I loved you once," Elena told Michael, "but I couldn't accept all of you." Midsummer, a turning point came at a community picnic. Jordan's family showed, tense but present. Xylo approached cautiously. "Mr. Reyes, Jordan's hurting without me."
Lumen sight.
"My faith says one thing, my heart another." A tentative truce formed, allowing supervised visits. Xylo and Jordan reunited under a oak tree, kisses tentative but sweet. "We made it," Jordan said, "but not without scars." A rival school's athlete, emboldened by online hate, confronted Xylo at a mall. "Freaks like you ruin everything," he snarled, shoving him. Michael, nearby, intervened, taking a punch. In the air, stitches in his brow. Michael joked. Worth it for family. Xylo realized then. His father's love had always been there, just hidden. As senior year began, Xylo channeled the drama into activism. He started a GSA club at school, petitioning for inclusive policies. Debates raged, teachers split, students polarized. One assembly turned chaotic when a guest speaker from a conservative group claimed, homosexuality is a choice, damaging to society. Xylo rebutted, if it were a choice, who'd choose the hate? Applause mixed with boos. Jordan joined the cause, his parents reluctantly approving. You're changing minds, he told Xylo, but doubt crept in. Was exposing themselves worth the risk? A death threat arrived anonymously, forcing police involvement. Elena panicked. This is too much. Michael calmed her. We protect our own. The climax built toward homecoming. Xylo nominated for king, a bold move. Campaigning highlighted divisions. Posters defaced. Rumors spread. Election night, results announced. Xylo won by a slim margin. Cheers erupted, but protests followed. A parent stormed the stage. This promotes perversion. Security escorted him out. In the aftermath, Xylo reflected in his tux once more. Now a talisman. Michael attended the dance, chaperoning with Elena. A united front. Jordan crowned queen in jest. But the moment was real. Dancing under lights, Xylo whispered to his father, "Thank you for coming back." Michael replied, "I never really left." Yet unresolved tensions lingered. Elena still attended church, grappling with doctrine versus love. Jordan's family set boundaries. And society? Progress but patchy. Xylo wondered if true acceptance was possible. Senior year flew by in a blur of college applications, activism, and deepening bonds. Xylo's essay detailed his prom night revelation, earning scholarships from LGBTQ+ foundations. Michael helped proofread, adding insights from his own unfulfilled dreams. Go to college, son. Live openly. Xylo chose NYU, drawn to its vibrant queer scene. Jordan applied too, fingers crossed for acceptance. But challenges persisted. A national news outlet featured their story, amplifying voices. Pro, inspiring tale of reconciliation. Con, glorifying broken families. Online trolls doxed them, forcing address changes. Elena, now more protective, installed security cameras. I won't lose you, she vowed. Michael moved closer, renting in Chicago to rebuild. Family dinners became a ritual, awkward at first, then warm. Elena cooked Michael's favorite lasagna. He brought wine. Conversations delved deep. Michael's partner, lost to illness. Elena's loneliness post-divorce. Xylo mediated, fostering empathy. Jordan joined occasionally, his charm winning over Elena. You're polite, she conceded. His parents remained distant, but a Christmas card arrived. A small olive branch. School dynamics shifted. The GSA grew, hosting events that drew allies. But opposition mounted from a vocal minority. A lawsuit threatened, claiming the club violated religious freedoms. Xylo testified at a hearing. This is about safety, not indoctrination. The judge ruled in favor. A victory celebrated with pizza and pride flags. Romantically, Xylo and Jordan navigated highs and lows. Jealousy flared when Jordan befriended a new guy in art class. Just friends, he assured. Xylo's insecurity stemmed from abandonment fears. What if you leave like Dad did? Therapy helped, Michael sharing his own regrets. Communication is key, he advised. They emerged stronger, planning a future together. As graduation neared, a bombshell dropped. Michael revealed a health scare, early prostate cancer, treatable but frightening. I waited too long to get checked, he admitted. Xylo accompanied him to appointments, roles reversing. You're my rock now, Michael said. The ordeal brought Elena and Michael closer, old flames flickering his friendship. Commencement day shone bright. Xylo walked the stage in cap and gown, family cheering. Michael's hug lingered. Proud of you, Elena whispered. My brave boy. Jordan, graduating too, stole a kiss backstage. NYU acceptances arrived for both, dreams realized. Post-graduation, they road tripped to San Francisco, Michael as guide. Touring Castro District, Xylo felt connected to his heritage. This is where I found myself, Michael explained. At a memorial, they honored lost lives. AIDS took so many, Michael choked. Xylo realized the weight his father carried. Survivor's guilt, societal scorn. Back home, reflections turned philosophical. Was leaving the right choice? Xylo asked Michael one evening. No, he replied. But fear ruled me. Elena added, we all made mistakes. The trio pondered forgiveness's limits. Jordan's family hosted a tentative barbecue. Tensions eased over grilled corn. We don't agree, but we love our son, Mr. Reyes said. Xylo nodded respectfully. Progress inch by inch. As fall approached, packing for college stirred emotions. Xylo folded the tux carefully. It started everything, he mused. Michael gifted him a new suit. For new beginnings. Farewells were tearful, Elena's hugs tight, Michael's advice sage. In New York, Xylo and Jordan thrived, classes, parties, freedom. But distance tested family ties. Calls home revealed Elena's church group debating gay rights, her defending Xylo. Michael's treatment succeeded. He dated again openly. A holiday visit home reunited everyone. Snow fell as they decorated a tree, rainbow ornaments mixed with traditional. Laughter filled the air, healing evident. Yet one evening a heated discussion arose. A news story about conversion therapy bans sparked debate. Elena admitted past considerations. I thought it could help. Xylo recoiled. That's abuse, Mom. Michael supported. It destroys lives. The argument exposed lingering divides. Faith versus identity. Resolution came through dialogue. I love you as you are, Elena finally said. Xylo believed her, mostly. College life immersed Xylo in diversity. Queer theory classes, pride marches, new friends. Jordan studied film, capturing their story in a short documentary. Our prom night could inspire others, he said. Screenings drew crowds, sparking discussions on family reconciliation amid societal prejudice. Back in Chicago, Michael volunteered at youth centers, mentoring kids like young Xylo. Your story saved me, one teen told him. Elena joined sporadically, her views evolving. God's love is inclusive, she quoted from a progressive sermon. But not all was smooth. A campus protest against anti-LGBTQ legislation turned violent. Xylo got pepper sprayed. Hospitalized briefly, he called home. Michael's voice cracked. Come home if needed. Xylo refused. This is the fight. Jordan nursed him, their bond unbreakable. Sophomore year, Xylo interned at an advocacy group, lobbying for equality laws. Encounters with politicians revealed systemic biases. Bills stalled. Rights eroded. It's exhausting, he confided in Jordan. But worth it. A family reunion marked Michael's remission anniversary. Gathered around a table, stories flowed. Elena shared her brother's tale fully. He was gay. Hid it, and it killed him. Tears fell. Xylo realized her fears rooted in loss, not hate. Jordan proposed subtly during a walk. Promise rings exchanged. Forever. Forever. Families approved, albeit cautiously. Elena hosted an engagement dinner, toasts raised. As years passed, graduation, jobs, life, Xylo reflected on his journey. The tux, now framed, symbolized transformation. Michael's health held. He married his partner in a small ceremony, Xylo as best man. Elena's full acceptance came gradually. Attending Pride with them, she waved a flag. For my son, she beamed. Yet, societal conflicts persisted. News of hate crimes sobered them. We've come far, but not enough, Xylo noted. In quiet moments, Xylo pondered choices. His father's departure, his own coming out, the prom that changed everything. The story circles back to that tuxedo, a thread weaving pain into purpose. Love, hidden then found, proved resilient. Was it right for Michael to leave, believing it protected Xylo, or did his absence cause more harm than good?